We want revolution.
Bookmark rates on standby.
Log online, fan page loaded and ready.
Player stats, loaded. Health check, go.
Weapons check. Ice check, complete.
We have launched for the Informant podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Informant Podcast, your new source for information regarding Mafia wars from Zynga. Pistol Pete from Spockholm.
Live long and prosper.
And tonight I have with me Chainsaw Chester, Jana, Death by Gucci, and Jennifer, the Mafia Wars loot lady. So is everybody having a good weekend?
Very good.
Killing.
Awesome weekend.
Killing
fest.
You know what I got when I tried to ice somebody?
What?
Crabs.
A spider pop-up.
Oh, God.
It was the first time I experienced it on my own.
During
How
the
did it
fight.
feel?
Yeah.
I was pissed because I was so happy to find someone that was alive that I could ice for the mock war because I didn't want to look like a slacker.
See, now you see.
And I got that pop-up. I couldn't believe it. I took a screenshot of it.
Really annoying. That's
Yeah.
happened a lot this weekend. That's how I lost my ice on Pistol Pete.
I think we've even gotten even more pop-ups than we have in previous events like these. I think
they did it on purpose?
I think they changed the formula somehow.
I know. I've noticed that too. Like, especially if you do jobs.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
Technically, you're only supposed to get 10 spiders, but the mini game doesn't count towards that 10, and those are supposed to drop randomly, and they drop a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after the 10, they disappear. So I had a good time icing with no pop-ups after a while.
And that is the voice, my friends, of Ike Meyer. Hey, Ike, how's it going?
Mike Meyer.
Welcome.
We didn't even introduce you yet.
Just did.
Greetings. Well, the spiders have pushed a lot of people over the edge this week. I've gotten some really interesting letters.
We all
A
have.
lot of anger.
So,
Well,
But they're
Arachnophobia.
harmless.
yeah, the
Yeah, they're
harmless
harmless.
spider.
Harmless.
This seems to be the breaking point for so many people, and just they're like, I'm done, I quit. And it's kind of ironic that they're named harmless spiders because I think they did a lot of harm to Zynga.
I agree. I got a message from a guy that said if anybody even sends them to him, he's deleting them.
I know.
Ooh, I'll send it. I got too many people.
Send them some parade balloons.
I know.
That's right.
I've got some, actually.
You want
We
some
all
more?
do. Oh, you know what I found, Chester? Somebody on my fan page posted a picture of their, remember those treat bags that you got during Halloween?
Yes. Oh,
Well,
dear.
he has a glitch on treat bags, so he has
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
billions
I
of.
thought that was wonderful.
I'm gonna try to get some of those so I can send them to you.
Good. He needs
Nice.
them. All of them, actually.
So, Pete, what's going on in Spockholian world?
Well, as we've talked about, we've been busy with the mock war, and I'll take a couple of minutes now to kind of grill Ike a little bit. We actually spoke for the first time early last week, and we were just talking about some changes in the war machine and things like that, and we don't have a lot of time to talk. And you know, Ike is a fairly new addition to the team of Spockholm, and he's been stepping up, creating some really great tools, player updates, and created the slot machine, which was a really nice database-driven app, doing some great stuff. I guess my question is, because I never really ever found out, in your day job, do you do a lot of programming, or are you a lot like Martin, where just kind of something fun to do in the evenings?
No, I'm really a software developer
Oh, okay.
in my job. But yeah, I like my job. And you see, I spend my time doing the things I do in my job. But of course, it's nicer to do it for myself.
So then, how long have you been playing Mafia Wars?
We have been in for now a bit over a year, so I missed a lot of it. Missed the first days, kind of, when the people talk about the first days. Yeah, it's a bit like I wasn't there. I missed it. And yeah, it must have been summer of last year when I got to, yeah, when I was kind of not wanting to click so much. I realized that the game is all about clicking and repeating things.
Uh-huh.
And I was looking for, I was really looking for bookmarklets because I knew there are bookmarklets, and I thought there must be someone that does them. So I was going in and typing into Google and finding, and I think the first one I got with was the Exp Energy which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to Spockholm.
Yeah, the Experience Energy was written by Joico, and he maintains it because he's now got support for Brazil as well.
Yeah, I used the Spockholm bookmarklets mostly. And yeah, I thought there can be an improvement here and there, and talked to Martin and Pete sometimes and told them, here you can insert this line of code and this line of code. And yeah, that's how I got in.
What Ike really brought to some of the bookmarklet was kind of the wow factor. A lot of the jQuery stuff that we've got in it now, and especially if you look at like the ZMC agent, which is the one that allows you to collect your items out of your ZMC with kind of a simple to easy to use interface. If you can drag and drop the items you want to collect or ignore, and that's Ike. That's the kind of stuff that he does, and really adds a nice touch to a lot of our Spocklet. Anybody else got any questions?
Yeah, Ike, what are your plans next if you're going to do any enhancements to War Machine? Did you get to play with it this weekend?
Yes, I played a lot. I did about 100 combined ISIS and kills because it was such fun. And
except you're on the wrong team.
No, he was on the correct team. He was a winner.
I'd say tie is where I'm going with this.
Because we had like those.
Yeah. Hey, just because you guys can't recruit doesn't mean squat for us. Anyway, you're getting off topic with him. So when you played this weekend, what do you think needs to be done to enhance it?
It's funny that it's you asking this, because I had one idea. I had it before, but I kind of forgot to implement it. Is a pop-up killer, so that you can have a checkbox where you say every pop-up that is displayed is immediately removed or maybe saved for later, so you're not disturbed while fighting.
That's nice. Have you thought about one of the things that we're not going to get, or the ISIS pop-up? If you do block those, that it would automatically copy that for you. It would find the person that you've 86'd so that you could paste it somewhere.
Yeah, that's kind of already implemented with the ISIS lock that Pete does, which is really cool.
But that's just in the background. It's actually just in the...
Yeah, but he's right. I mean, that's still the ISIS log. Even though it captures in the background, even if we hid those pop-ups, you can actually click the ISIS link out of the War Machine and get a full listing of every ICE you've ever done during the mock. And then you can cut and paste them out just like you would have as if you were pasting them to Facebook. Did you not know that, Chester? Are you lacking information?
Well, I know that I can go in there and look at them all. I just did not know.
We specifically designed the logging portion to be able to go in and review every ICE or kill that you've ever done during the entire mock, so that you could actually go in and after it's even all over, if you've got family requirements, to go in and post your ICEs and kills, in order to qualify or move up in the ranks or whatever else, then now you have a copy of that log that you can go in and open up yourself and get back to. And then copy all that. So
how do I do that? I've logged in. I'm there. Because people are going to want to do that now.
Yeah, in the War Machine, in the top right-hand corner of the War Machine, next to where it says your ICEs and your kills, there's a little icon of an ice cube. And if you click on it,
ICEs.
Yeah,
I see that now.
That's what a lot of people were posting instead.
That's exactly what they're posting.
When I first started this, I was using it with the old version of the War Machine. So I didn't get the little heart to heal. And I'm still having issues when I unframe from Facebook Mafia Wars,
right,
where I can't click on hospital and heal up. So I tried to use the quick healer thing, and that doesn't really work that well. And then somebody said, well, why don't you just click on the heart within War Machine? I'm like, I don't see a stinking heart. And I said, well, you're using the old version. I went, okay.
Yes.
I love this, though. So now everybody that if you use the ISIS log, you can actually do that.
Yep.
And what it's doing is, as you progress through the different events that you attend that we're putting on, it's actually saving them all. So you can go back through and say, oh, I actually did like 5 more than I did last time.
Yep.
Because I'm looking here and I'm seeing the Kilkenny Killers who kicked the crap out of the plastic patties.
Yes.
And then I'm seeing the Testosterone who kicked the living crap out of
our...
You did not.
It's not. I've got the leaderboard ahead of me. It was very, very close. Very close.
Close. Very close.
Well,
that only works for government jobs and hand grenades, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Nuclear weapons also, but
Well, if
was
this
one of
is
them.
what makes you feel better in life, then
Oh, it does. It makes me feel
well,
manly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
well that we just
or
let
at the end of it, who had more ices?
The women.
ha.
Really?
Well, yes, a woman did
No,
lead
no,
the
no.
ices.
No. As a team, which team had the most ices?
There's maybe 100 more, 200 more on the men team.
Oh,
So
that's nothing. So I'm
testosterone
gonna say we're
had more ices than estrogen. Is that what you're
Well,
saying?
and we were very outnumbered.
No.
So I'm saying this was,
Not
we
very
beat you.
outnumbered
We
compared-
won, actually. We won.
Really? So
Mhm.
testosterone had more ices than estrogen. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, just by a couple.
Well, the one thing that I thought that might make some sense on the leaderboard, and this particular event brought it to light, and Jana actually pointed it out. One team having less players, we should actually display the statistics of ices to players.
Yeah.
And then what percentage of that is.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you that this one thing is, if you had the same number of people as we did, you all would have won.
Definitely. So
Exactly.
I say the women did a great job.
Yeah. That's why I
you
said
absolutely
statistically.
did. You guys are awesome dyers. I'm telling you.
Actually, it was funny because they actually killed us more than on the leaderboard. They technically killed us more, even though they had fewer players.
So technically, we won.
No, you didn't win.
Technically, we
Technically, no, you lost.
Depends on whether or not you're looking at raw numbers or statistically. So.
No, I'm looking at the end game. Testosterone has 10,532 versus 10,283.
Hey, Ike, have you had anything new brewing in your mind of things to write a Spocklet about?
Yeah, we've got one Spocklet in the queue that's going to be a bigger one about the properties, so like a full-blown solution to getting collecting your properties, building, crafting, and so on. It was also because there's a blind guy in my Mafia, and he can't really play because he can't do the flash stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked us if we can do something about it. So because he can't upgrade his properties, collect his properties, can't do anything in Italy, Vegas, and Brazil. And so we said we're going to do a full-blown property collector, builder, whatever.
Right.
And we're working on that. But that's going to be a bigger one because, a lot of things to put in, links to call also.
Yep.
So,
That would be really nice. I don't like how they came up with a good concept on our homepage for New York, but then you still have to travel to Italy and to Brazil if you want to, craft items. So it would be nice to be able to do it all at once.
What's going on, Jen?
Oh, same old stuff. We ask for less gifting events, and technically the Harmless Spider, which we already talked about, is a loot event. When it first came out, it had gifting in the title, and now they just call it a loot event, which is fine, but there's a gifting component to it, and most people hate this one even more than the other gifting events. So people are just really irate about this, and maybe because of the reaction from this, they will slow things down. I don't know.
It would be a good idea.
Right. So pretty much this
Arachnophobia.
Yeah, people are over it. Nobody cares. And actually the loot's better than we've seen in any of these events, but I'm so over it. And thanks to a Facebook change, and I don't know if this is intentional or if it's a bug, if something broke, but you can now send out as many requests as you want. The trick is you can only do 32 or 40 at a time, depending on what your limit is for your account. But you can send out those 32 or 40 requests, refresh the page, and send out 32 or 40 more. And the reason for doing this is in hopes of getting mass gifts sent back to you of whatever you want. So if you want special parts, send out 1,000 special parts, and you'll probably get a couple hundred in return.
But you're still limited to the 200 in return.
Right, we can still only accept 200.
Right.
But what people are doing in lieu of collecting their 40 spiders is they're asking for mystery bags and putting Italy loot on their wish list. Italy loot became giftable. There's a stimulus now in the trading world, the gifting sites, and people are really happy about this change.